Hey, so yeah, I want to show you here.
No,
Now, this is going to be a surprise to a lot of people.
no,
I understand that, but
Tony,
I
please.
want you to look at an
Oh, okay,
electric
good.
vehicle that actually looks like a truck. All
Yeah.
right. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Looked like a 3-year-old that got a hold of some geometric shapes and decided to throw wheels on it. It looks like an American truck. So Rivian is expected to release the R1T for their truck and their R1S for the SUV next year, and relatively early next year. So we got some additional information and some new updates about them.
Next year's
Um,
pretty close.
Yep.
Next year is pretty close. Early next year, the R1T is expected to come out. The price is expected to be between $70,000 and $80,000, and it's expected to come in 3 battery sizes: 105, 135, 180 kilowatts. Now that's expected to get 230, 300, and 400 miles respectively. So no slouch on the range here. 400 miles on the highest level, which we assume that's the 80,000 mile model. It's a fair assumption. The interior is actually quite impressive.
They're
It's,
gorgeous. Yeah.
and so I'm just going to, I lost my window here.
Oh no.
I'm going to screen share this. So yeah, the interior of the truck is clean, looks nice. It's got that big center console, sort of, a la Tesla, the Model 3 center, but then also the dashboard right in front, that traditional car dashboard. It's got wood and leather accents. It's considered a luxury vehicle, and for $80,000, I would expect as much.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
A
then,
lot of regular pickups are approaching 80 grand these days.
they are.
yes,
Really?
and you would think, with Casey often talks about the fleet managers, and you would think that if you work for or a fleet manager for a construction company, and you have the option of paying the same amount of money, $70,000 to $80,000, and you can get something that has no engine and a lot less maintenance, and all you have to do is plug it in. And we know electric fuel costs a lot less than diesel fuel. Plus, if you roll up on a job site and you have electric tools, you basically have a rolling generator with you, and you could run electric stuff right out of this truck.
So it's one less thing to buy that needs gas and
Yeah,
maintenance.
exactly. You don't have to haul around the generator. I mean, you're literally driving the generator. And then the other is the R1S, which is the SUV, and have 3 rows of seats. It's expected to start at about 73,500. Again, early 2021 delivery. It's using the same platform as the truck, but instead of 4 motors that the truck has, a motor on each wheel for all-wheel drive, the R1S, it says, is, and this is hotcars.com, they say that it's only going to have 3 motors in it. So it's not going to have the same 4 motors, but it will tow up to 7,700 pounds with a payload capacity of 1,800 pounds. So again, certainly no slouch here when it comes to towing and hauling stuff. The same 135 kilowatt hour motor, and so that's going to get you a lot of range for the SUV. 135, they're saying about 300 miles of range.
And the fast charging will be CCS on these?
CCS.
Yeah, yeah. And I do have a shot here of the interior of the SUV. And yes, that is gorgeous. That is a very beautiful interior right there. Leather wrapped, almost everything.
Yeah, I went up to New York just over a year ago for one of their owner launch parties of this vehicle, and they're phenomenal. I monopolized the time of every engineer I could get my hands on. But they know their stuff. The prototypes way better built than many of the prototypes that I've seen at that stage of development, and they felt like you were getting your money's worth. I like that the multiple motors are inboard, kind of like Tesla, versus in the wheel motors like Lordstown. Just less chance to jostle them around and mess them up. And it looks like they've done their homework, and I would be happy to own one of these.
Yeah, it's, so many people have said, when is anyone coming out with an electric truck? And here you go. And I certainly hope that they sell like hotcakes. I hope they have a hard time getting them out the door.
I have a friend on the waiting list, and they tell me it's looking like summer next year is when their delivery number is expected to pop up. So,
yeah.
But
Beautiful
we've
thing.
said it before. I wish all the other manufacturers except Tesla would get together and build a CCS charging network that was as encompassing as Tesla's network, because they'd all benefit from, stimulating the sales of these vehicles.
yeah, and Tesla's a signatory on the CCS group. So, I mean, you use that leverage that knowledge.